We're going to talk about how to set up a practice server. If you want to get better, you got to learn your maps and you also want to learn your movement. So you need a place where you can practice that away from, ranked duel or your matches. And what we're going to do is show you how to set up those servers. You first are going to go here to custom game, and then this is where you can change the game type and everything, and the map. So for me, I usually play duel, which is time limit duel. But today, because I also want to show you how to change champions, I'm gonna switch to team deathmatch. If you want to set up for duel and learn exactly where those items are, you can do time limit duel, but just know that you won't be able to change your champion, which could be something. So I'm just gonna do team deathmatch for now. I can expand the score limit, make the time longer, and then this is where I can add bots based off of the difficulty. If you just want random bots, you can just click random. I'm going to do custom and set the difficulty to easy if I want. You can change it from easy all the way up to nightmare. You can force the champion that you want here. You can change your starting weapons if you want to add all the or whichever weapon. And you can also check out all these boxes here. But feel free to experiment. All of the modes have different settings for those things. So for all those settings down there. So just be sure to check against that depending on what you want to do to practice. So I'm just going to set it to Team Deathmatch, Blood Covenant, just 30 minutes. And I'm not going to have any other bots. I just want to jump around the server. Once I'm done with that, just double check your server list by going down here to check your globe. You could just click the ones that are green, the closest ones to you. I'm just going to leave them all selected. And then you can just click start match. So this is going to start up your own private server. You by yourself, you can practice whatever you want. If you want to add some bots to, have something to shoot, to, get your aim warmed up and everything like that, you can totally do that. But I'm just not going to do that right now because I just want to work on movement and also work on where all the items are placed. So the server is going to launch. Now, while this thing is loading, let's just talk about the things that I want to do. My goals when I am, loading up a server by myself. So if you think about athletes and also like, let's say boxers, for example, they're constantly shadowboxing, kind of putting these scenarios in their head of like where exactly they want to move, and how they want to move and practicing those motions by themselves, right? And that's basically what you're doing here. You're basically, warming up to shadow boxing, figuring out where you want to move, how you want to move, how you want to do the shooting, and also the way you want to move between things. But in Quake, we also have the added factor of learning a map. So that's the thing that we're going to be focusing on, is first figuring out where the heavy is and where the mega is on the map, where are the health bubbles, where are the weapons, what are the weapons, where are the ammo pickups, and so on and so forth. So here on this map, Blood Covenant, I might just start with, okay, where is these 25 health bubbles? Let me just look for all the 25 healths in a room. Or I might say, okay, let's go to this room over here where the mega is, and I'm going to just kind of go item by item, walking around. Let me check out this floor first. So I know I have the mega here. I know I have tri-bolt here, which is great. And then I can look at the different ammo boxes. This is machine gun. And then this is where quad will spawn in TDM, and so on and so forth. And I can continue to move down here towards the other items. I know heavy machine gun is over here. There's health vials, ability vials here, a lower light armor here, another 25 health bubble, and so on and so forth. So I can move throughout the map and kind of get a feeling of where all the items are, right? And I can just learn exactly where they are, where the jump pads go, how I want to move around the map, maybe set up a rotation. I could say to myself, oh, okay, if I'm going for this mega and I happen to be up here on the rail bridge, all right, let me just stop by this this light armor first, and then go towards the mega, and then I could, pick up another light armor here. Just start thinking about these rotations in your head. Remember, just building up that macro knowledge. Beyond this, we also want to work on our movement. So just strafe jumping, and I'm going to put together a tutorial on strafe jumping soon for you guys, but just kind of strafe jumping around the map, not hitting corners like I just did, or, figuring out shortcuts to go to different places. Now, I'm on Ranger right now, and I have the quad, but, I could use a rocket jump to get up here and go across, or maybe there's another thing I could do with a different champion. So those are things that you can also experiment with, right? Making the bridge to rail jump, right? So trying to work on those skill jumps for yourself, so that way you can move around the map more quickly. So those are things to also work on. Besides this, if you want to change your champion, just click the escape button, press respawn, right? And this is only going to work in deathmatch, team deathmatch type modes, not going to work in duel. But I can change the champion I want to practice with. So if I want to move from a VQ3 champion to a different champion, I can very simply just click on the champion, respawn with them, and then all of a sudden I'm practicing my CPMA movement. If you want to see your direction hints, you can go to, escape, settings, go to HUD, show, not hit markers, but there it is, enable direction hints. You have to scroll down a little bit on the right side, enable direction hints, and now I can see exactly what buttons I'm going to press while I'm moving around with certain characters, right? Now, I'm not saying that I'm the best at all of these techniques, but this is where I go to practice my techniques, and this is where everybody is going to just refine and get better and better. In the next video, I'm going to be talking a little bit about strafe jumping and all the techniques behind that, just the basics, and then we'll dive into eventually other types of movement and other tips like that. If you have any questions, please leave a comment in the comments below. Leave a question in the comments below. I'll make sure we get to that. And I just want to keep teaching and learning more about Quake myself. It's a very fun game, and I just want to share that with all y'all. Catch you guys later. Peace.